Baruch haba b'shem Adonai, Yeshua HaMashiach. Blessed is his name. This week's Torah portion is Ve'ekanan, which is I pleaded, and we had a great time this Shabbat, and I just want to give a couple highlights to it. In this week, we have the greatest command, which is, of course, the Shema. Deuteronomy 6:4 through 9. Of course, the Shema is longer. That's the first part of the text. One of the things that you'll note, and I'll put it up here on screen, is that when you look at the Torah scroll and when you look at most Hebrew Bibles, there's an anomaly in the lettering, and that is that two letters are enlarged in the Shema. So the part that we say, Shema Israel Adonai Eloheinu and Adonai Echad, there's two letters. And one of them is the ayin, and the other is the dalet. So I'm going to put both the Paleo and the modern Hebrew dalet up. So the Paleo looks like this, okay? It's an ayin. And the other is like, kind of looks like that, like a delta. And it's ayin dalet. And in pictographic Hebrew, that means see the door. There's something about the Shema that allows us to see the door. And who said that they were the door? Yeshua said, I am the door. And basically, if he's the door, he's what gets you in. And so ayin dalet, see the door. And, you know, Yeshua said something when they asked him, what is the greatest of all commandments? He said, Shema Israel Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. One of the major commandments of the law, the Torah, is to believe in one God. Numerically one as opposed to all others, one who sits upon the throne, one name, one faith, one baptism. And so if you see the door in the Torah, okay, which is Yeshua in the Torah, he said, the entire scroll is written of me. And if you remember on the road to Aramaeus, he actually showed them all about himself in the Torah, the prophets, the songs, okay, and the writings. And so to see the door, what's also interesting is right after the main part of the text, it says, Ahavta Elohecha ubakal levevka ubakal nefeshka ubakal moedka, to love the Lord your God with all your heart, your soul, and your strength. And when he was asked about the greatest commandment, he said, and the second is like unto the first. And he gave another Torah commandment, which is Leviticus 19:18, which is to love love your neighbor as yourself. So two commands from the Torah. And then he said that the rest of the law and the prophets hang off these two, is like a tree with two main branches. You know, some commandments are about loving God, and some commandments from the law are about loving your neighbor, and they all hinge on those two main ideas. Okay? He did not say get rid of the fruit and just have the tree. That's not what he meant. But what's interesting, if in the Shema, the see the door, the aleph and the dalet are enlarged, well, it also goes on to say that you shall write it on your doorposts. And it is a tradition to actually put a mezuzah, which contains this and other writings, in a little scroll that's rolled up inside a sometimes piece of wood, and also to put that on your doorpost. And that has usually something that looks like this: a shin, a dalet, and a yod, which stands for Shaddai. Okay? But it's also an acronym, and it's a very interesting acronym. It's Shamar, which is to guard, Dalet, the door, okay, Yisrael, guard the door, Israel, see the door, Israel, okay, and Yeshua is the door, guard Yeshua, guard the commandment, guard the Shema. And what's also interesting, is there a word that is ayin dalet? Yes, there is. It's adut, which is witness. Okay? You are my witnesses, says Yod He Vav He. And to understand the Shema, he said, if you'll understand this, okay, which is what Shema means, to gain an understanding, to hear, to hearken to listen, gain a comprehension. If you'll understand that, then that understanding will lead you to the rest of the fruit that hangs off those two. But if you spend your time figuring out how he's not one, then you're going to arrive at a different set of commandments. Hey, thank you for joining us. Come by and see us at Shabbat on any given Shabbat here in Independence, Missouri at Beit Yeshua Fellowship. Thank you, and bless you, and shalom.